Seiko, my Seiko, my Seiko.
I want to buy a
nice Seiko, nice Seiko, nice Seiko.
I want to find a nice Seiko. The Red Special. In the music world, there's nothing quite as iconic as this guitar. Anyone with enough money can buy a Les Paul or a Fender, but this beautiful oak guitar was hand-built by Queen guitarist Brian May and his father Harold, out of scraps they found around the house.
So it's all made from strange objects, pieces of junk really. A fireplace, a saddlebag holder, a knitting needle, some motorbike valve springs.
You made the knobs?
Oh yes, a piece of shelf edging.
Yes.
Stuck round.
Yes.
Pieces of mother of pearl buttons.
I always know when Brian has put a bit on somebody else's record. Even if he hasn't told me, I know. I know it's this guitar.
This not only makes this guitar iconic, but something that is uniquely special to just him. A bond between a father and son is why most of us got into watch collecting, right? And Seiko worked tediously to try to replicate that special bond within this watch. For more than 40 years, Brian May has worn a Seiko dive watch, and when Seiko approached him to create a watch, it was clear that the Red Special would be the inspiration. The dial recreates the fine details of the legendary guitar with a pressed pattern reminiscent of the texture of wood. Its glossy finish and graded coloring gives an almost aged look to this watch. The case is this gold color requested by Brian himself, inspired by the newly released Gold Series reissue of his solo albums. The nylon strap is decorated with vertical stripes designed to resemble guitar strings, and the watch even comes with a gold lucky sixpence coin, which Brian used instead of a guitar pick. The specs of this watch are as follows. The caliber number is the 4R36. The movement is an automatic manual wind with a 41-hour power reserve and 24 joules. It has a day-date function, and the case is stainless steel. The case size is 42.5 millimeters. Its thickness is 13.4 millimeters. It has a lug-to-lug of 46 millimeters. It has a Hardlex crystal and Lume Bright on the hands and markers, and it has a 22 millimeter lug width. The water resistance is 10 bar. Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little disappointed with these specs. Hardlex over sapphire? I mean, come on, what were you thinking, Seiko? And for a dive watch, only 10 bars, 100 meters, I mean, come on, it's supposed to be a dive watch. Now obviously I'm not gonna go swimming in this limited piece, but I mean, again, it's a dive watch. What were you thinking, Seiko? Besides that, the pros and cons are as follows. Pro. Look at this dial. It actually looks like wood grain, and I admire the attention to detail Seiko put into this watch. Now, I'll be honest, usually Seiko is uninspiring and just plain. I wouldn't consider myself a Seikopath by any means. But this watch draws attention to the wearer and brings people in for a closer look. I love and admire the story of this watch, how a boy and his father building something meaningful together inspired the look of this watch, and I think the gold really pops. Con. It's a Seiko. And as you know, Seiko likes to do limited editions. Can anyone guess in the comment section below what this watch is limited to? 12,500 pieces. What the fuck, Seiko? I mean, that's more people than who attended a Queen and Adam Lambert concert last year. And that's more people in my own home fucking town. So that's not even limited. I'm so sick of Seiko doing these limited editions and they're limited to like half a fucking city. Just doesn't make any sense. Pro. I love the presentation of this watch. I mean, the guitar box was a great touch, and I just think the whole presentation was flawless, from the red felt to the coin. Definitely an A++ for that. And finally, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the price. Thanks to Dean from One to Watch, I paid only £370 for this watch, and that's roughly $450. And I think that's a steal. I mean, I'm looking online and it seems like they go for $485 or up, and I mean, Seiko wants $595, and I'm thinking fuck no, but still, it's not a bad pickup if you like music and you also like watches. All in all, I think this watch is a great watch to have in my collection, and I really honestly fell in love with this watch the second I saw it. So, if you're looking for more great watches like this, go ahead and check out my official store, notawatchsnob.com, to get subscriber prices on all your favorite watches. And remember, I'm not a watch snob, and neither are you. Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, share, repeat. Thank you.